Ever wish you had the answers to a test before you walked into the classroom? Maybe some of you did have the answers, but you better keep that to yourself. I took some really hard tests during my time in college. And if you spent time in college, you remember review days? The professor would walk into a class full of students, some of which I had never seen, and give some insights about the impending test. Miss Review Day, and it would be foolish to expect a passing grade. But it never failed. I would follow the guideline, I would study the handout, but on the day of the exam, the professor would put the exam on my desk. And there it was, a foreign formula or equation. It wasn't in the notes. The same is true with the church and Christian marriage. Here are 7 marriage tips I never heard in church. Let's talk about sex, folks. It's not a dirty word, it's not something to be ashamed of. It's a beautiful gift from God, designed to be enjoyed within the covenant of marriage. But here's the thing, just because it's natural doesn't mean it's always easy. We need to be talking about this more, folks. We need to be educating our young people about healthy sexuality, about communication, about consent. The church often shies away from these conversations, but we can't afford to stay silent. A healthy sex life is a vital part of a healthy marriage. Embrace it, learn about it, and communicate with your partner. Okay, let's talk about this whole soulmate thing. Now, I believe in finding the right person, don't get me wrong. But this idea that there's only one person out there for you, that you're 2 halves of a whole, that's a recipe for disaster. Marriage is about commitment, folks. It's about choosing each other day after day, even when it's hard, even when you're driving each other crazy. Stop looking for perfection, for someone to complete you. You are complete on your own. Love isn't just a feeling, it's a choice. Let me tell you something, folks. That first year of marriage, it's a doozy. You're learning to live together, figuring out finances, navigating in-laws. It's a crash course in compromise and adjustment. You're gonna have arguments, you're gonna step on each other's toes, you might even wonder what in the world you were thinking. But here's the thing, it's normal. Don't panic, don't throw in the towel. Remember why you got married in the first place. Use this time to learn about each other, to communicate, to build a strong foundation. Marriage is a marathon, not a sprint. Chapter 4, You Complete You. Here's a newsflash. Your spouse is not responsible for your happiness. You are responsible for your own happiness, for your own sense of fulfillment. Your spouse should add to your life, they should enhance it, but they shouldn't be your sole source of joy. When you are whole and complete on your own, you bring so much more to the relationship. Work on yourself, folks. Chapter 5, Shared Dreams, Shared Life. Marry someone who's going the same direction you are. I'm talking about goals, dreams, aspirations. You don't have to be identical, but you need to be on the same page when it comes to the big things in life. Shared dreams create a shared vision for the future, and that's a powerful bond. Talk to each other, be honest about your hopes and fears. Chapter 6, Marriage Isn't for Everyone. There's this pressure, especially in church circles, to get married, to have kids, to fit into this neat little box. But here's the truth. Marriage isn't for everyone, and that's okay. Marriage is a beautiful thing, but it's not the only path to happiness or fulfillment. Your life is yours to live, and your worth isn't defined by your relationship status. Chapter 7, The Wedding Day is a Lie. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the wedding day. It's a beautiful day, a day filled with love and celebration. But here's the thing, it's one day. The real work, the real joy, comes in the everyday moments, in the ordinary and the mundane. The real adventure starts the moment you say I do, and it's an adventure that lasts a lifetime. Outro, the adventure of a lifetime. Embrace your wedding day, celebrate it. But do not make the mistake of believing the lie. The real magic of marriage lies in the journey, in the everyday moments of love, laughter, and growth. Keep these tips in mind, and you'll be better prepared for the road ahead.